Does your rabbit have odd-looking crusty scabs around its ears? Or maybe they are itching their ears non-stop, creating scratch wounds. Your rabbit may have contracted ear mites. Ear mites in rabbits should be treated with ivermectin or selamectin, prescribed by a qualified veterinarian. Avoid over-the-counter treatments. They contain toxins that can cause paralysis and seizures in rabbits. Ear mite treatment should also include pain medication and antibiotics for any resulting infections. The good news is that ear mites are easily treated in rabbits with the appropriate medication. Within a few weeks of treatment, the ugly scabbing should subside while your rabbit's ears heal. However, you'll also need to make sure you thoroughly clean your rabbit's environment to prevent reinfection. While small, ear mites are visible to the naked eye. The mites are dark-colored and oval-shaped, with suckers that latch onto the rabbit's ear to feed. Most of the time, you will not see them because the mites hide within the rabbit's inner ear. But as the infestation reaches later stages, you may notice these parasites on your rabbit's ears or other affected areas. The symptoms of ear mites in rabbits. The early stages of ear mites are difficult to detect. The mites will crawl deep into the rabbit's ear canal, putting them completely out of view. At this early stage, the only symptoms you will see are excessive ear scratching and head shaking. Ear mites can infect one or both of the rabbit's ears. As time goes on, you will start to see a substance in the rabbit's ear that looks like a buildup of earwax. You may also notice crusting along the edges of the ear, fur loss, and painful inflammation. By this time, the rabbit may be scratching their ears enough to cause cuts, and they may flinch if you try to touch their ears because they hurt. The rabbit may also have a reduced appetite as the crusted and inflamed ears become more painful. As the ear mite infestation reaches later stages, you will see thick crusting all along with the rabbit's ears. The crust can get thick enough to cause rabbit ears to droop down because they are too heavy to lift. The crusty and inflamed ears are very painful for the rabbit and should never be left without treatment. Symptoms of ear mites in rabbits include head shaking, excessive ear scratching, self-harm from scratching, inner ear skin scales, fur loss around the ears, red and inflamed ears, a buildup of earwax-like substance in the ear canal, crusting on the ears, painful ears or flinching away when you touch them, reduced appetite. Don't just wait and see what happens. If you notice the symptoms of ear mites in rabbits, you want to get your rabbit treated as soon as possible. With the proper care and medication, you can easily get rid of ear mites and help your rabbit return to health. However, if you ignore the signs, the infestation can cause severe damage and health consequences. If you do not treat ear mites in rabbits, it can cause a severe bacterial infection in the rabbit's inner ear, painful scabbing, head tilt due to an inner ear infection. It can spread to other parts of the body, including the head, neck, chest, and paws. It can rupture the tympanic membrane and cause a loss of hearing. It can cause GI stasis due to a reduced appetite. Rabbits that are most at risk. Ear mites are a highly contagious infestation. Therefore, rabbits who are kept in facilities that house other rabbits are the most at risk. Places such as rescue centers and breeding facilities will see a higher rate of ear mites in rabbits. Rabbits that are kept outdoors are also more at risk. They may contract ear mites from other animals in the area, especially if there are any colonies of wild rabbits living nearby. Homes with dogs or other pets that spend time outside can also increase the risk of bringing ear mites into the household. Lop rabbits are more at risk of developing a severe reaction to ear mites. The way their ears fold over their head creates a more humid environment which promotes the growth of the mites. It's also more difficult to detect ear mites in lop rabbits during the early stages of the infestation. Rabbits that are kept as house pets alone or in pairs are at very low risk of contracting ear mites. There's a couple of cases with rabbits at the shelter, but this is because of rabbits who come in from a hoarding situation or unsanitary conditions. However, sometimes we've never had to deal with ear mites in my rabbits at home. Don't peel off the crusted skin. While it may be tempting to peel off the thick, ugly crusting from your rabbit's ears, you do not want to do this. The crusting has closely adhered to the rabbit's skin on the ears. Pulling it off will peel the rabbit's skin with it, which is very painful for the rabbit and can cause cuts that are more easily infected. Instead, you'll want to wait for the crusty layer to fall off on its own. After your rabbit starts to receive treatment, the scabs should begin to fall from the ears within 1 to 2 weeks. You can also use some mineral oil to help soften the crusting, which may help it come loose more quickly. Do not use over-the-counter medications. The other thing you want to avoid is using over-the-counter medications and treatments, especially if they are marketed for dogs or cats. Most of these over-the-counter treatments contain chemicals called perethrins that work as insecticides. These chemicals are toxic to rabbits and can lead to seizures and paralysis. In severe cases, they can even cause a coma or death. If you find an over-the-counter medication specifically labeled for use in rabbits, ask your veterinarian first to be sure it's a safe and recommended product. There are other home remedies that recommend using vegetable or mineral oil to smother the mites inside the rabbit's ears. While this is unlikely to harm the rabbit, it's not always effective at getting rid of the mites long term. How to treat ear mites in rabbits. Ear mites in rabbits are easily treatable, especially if the infestation is found before severe crusting occurs on the rabbit's ears. You can use medication to kill all the live mites, with subsequent doses to kill new mites as they hatch from the eggs. In less than a month, you should be completely rid of the ear mites and have a healthy rabbit again. Visit a rabbit veterinarian. The first step is always to visit your rabbit veterinarian. Don't skip this just to save some money. Getting a diagnosis and proper medication and instructions from your veterinarian can help your rabbit recover more quickly and receive the care they need for other health conditions resulting from the ear mites. Your veterinarian can also confirm that ear mites are the problem. The early stages of ear mites can be confused with other ear problems. Rabbits can have a buildup of ear wax due to other conditions that cause them to have trouble cleaning their ears. Arthritis from old age or other disabilities can cause a buildup of earwax, and lop rabbits are often susceptible to earwax buildup and subsequent infection. You'll want to get a diagnosis from your vet so that you are treating the condition that your rabbit actually has. It might not be ear mites. Your veterinarian may choose to test both rabbits to see if both need treatment. Anti-parasite treatment. If your rabbit is diagnosed with ear mites, your veterinarian will prescribe an anti-parasite treatment. Usually, this will be an ivermectin solution that you will syringe feed your rabbit or inject. However, there are other related treatments as well. Be sure to follow your veterinarian's instructions based on their prescribed medication. These medications will only kill live mites and not the eggs. They do remain active in the rabbit for a while after they've been applied, killing larvae as they hatch. However, it may be necessary to reapply the medication after 14 to 30 days to prevent reinfection from new mites hatching. In some cases, you will also be instructed to apply a mineral oil ear salve to the crusting on the rabbit's ears. This can help to soften the crusts and help them fall off more quickly, leading to a faster healing process. The mineral oil can also be soothing to the rabbit's ears and help to reduce their itching. If your rabbit has a severe case of ear mites that has caused a bacterial infection, you will also need to give your rabbit an antibiotic to help them recover from the secondary infection. However, this is not necessary in all cases, and the sooner you can detect and diagnose the ear mites, the less likely they will cause any serious harm. If you enjoyed this video, kindly press the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, so that you don't miss out on videos like this. Thank you for watching.